C'est un réel plaisir pour moi de vous présenter le secrétariat des Lions d'Afrique. Cette présentation se fait en collaboration avec le PAST gouverneur du district Badinga-Itsu. Il convient de vous rappeler que lors de la Convention internationale du Lions Club qui s'est tenue à Milan, l'Afrique a été reconnue comme la 8e région constitutionnelle de l'Association internationale des Lions Club. Cela s'est passé à Milan le 9 juillet 2019. Dans la foulée, les Lions d'Afrique ont tenu leur premier forum à Lusaka du 25 au 28 septembre 2019. L'Assemblée consultative organisée en marge de ce forum a pris la résolution de choisir la ville de Cotonou pour abriter le siège des Lions d'Afrique. En application des résolutions de septembre 2019 à Lusaka, le comité de direction des Lions d'Afrique, composé des PAST directeurs internationaux, réunis à Chennai lors de notre forum de l'Isamé en Inde, a convoqué une réunion de représentants des districts des Lions d'Afrique. C'est ainsi qu'une délégation représentative des Lions Club du continent africain s'est réunie à Cotonou, en République du Bénin, les 24 et 25 janvier 2020. Au cours de cette réunion extraordinaire, il a été décidé de mettre en place un comité ad hoc dont la mission principale est de proposer un plan stratégique pour l'installation et le développement de la région constitutionnelle. Ce comité devait notamment proposer une structure administrative de la nouvelle région constitutionnelle ainsi que des textes juridiques de support. Composition du comité ad hoc. Ce comité, composé des représentants des différents districts, se compose ainsi qu'il suit à ce jour. Le PAST directeur international Alexis Vincent Gomez, président. Le PAST directeur international Ashobi Lawal, vice-président. Le PAST district gouverneur Dr Badinga Itchu, représentant l'AIR A, secrétaire. Le Lion Chezan Luar du district multiple 411, vice-secrétaire. Le PAST district gouverneur Oyewole, représentant l'AIR B. Le PAST district gouverneur Dr Magbi Azab, représentant l'AIR D. Le PAST consul chair Rijwan Quadri, représentant l'AIR E. Le PAST district George Linchin, représentant l'AIR F. Le PAST district gouverneur Dr Ahmed Salem. Le PAST consul chair Princesse Titus. PAST consul chair Rajinder Sembi. L'immédiate PAST district gouverneur Boko Vicencia. Le PAST district gouverneur Auguste Olivier Wendo. Le PAST président Lyon Evelyne Da Silva, Owanto. Ce comité a mis en place un secrétariat ad hoc dont la structure a été adoptée après discussion. Le bureau du secrétariat ad hoc est ainsi composé de président Alexis Vincent Gomez, vice-président Ashobi Lawal, secrétaire Badinga Itchu, secrétaire adjoint Chezan Luar, trésorier Vincencia Boko, responsable juridique Evelyne Awanto. 5 sous-comités ont été mis en place pour amorcer la discussion, réflexion sur les thèmes de référence de la mission du comité ad hoc. Sous-comité structure administrative, PAST directeur international Ashobi Lawal, PDG Badinga Itchu, PAST président Jean-Claude Aliko. Sous-comité projet, PAST consul chair Rijwan Quadri, passe district gouverneur Magdi Azab, passe consul chair Francis Da Silva, PDG Vitaliono Gobo. Sous-comité affaires juridiques et légales, passe directeur international Manosha, passe consul chair André Badoué, passe district gouverneur Auguste Olivier Ouendo. Sous-comité recherche des fonds, passe directeur international Alexis Vincent Gomez, passe district gouverneur Ahmed Salem, passe consul chair Sam Epou. Il a été retenu que le district 403A Bénin, abritant le siège, soit représenté par le gouverneur en fonction. À titre exceptionnel, le passe district gouverneur Olivier Ouendo assure cette fonction jusqu'à la prochaine Assemblée constitutive des Lions d'Afrique, initialement prévue en septembre 2020 à Dar es Salaam. Par la suite, il sera remplacé par le gouverneur du district 403 en fonction. Mission du comité ad hoc. Après échange, les participants se sont accordés sur les missions suivantes. Clarification du statut du terrain offert par les Lions du Bénin et transfert de sa propriété aux Lions d'Afrique. Proposition d'un statut juridique clair pour la région constitutionnelle numéro 8, dotée d'une personnalité juridique distincte de l'Association internationale des Lions Club enregistrée aux États-Unis. Cette structure devrait être en mesure de lever des fonds pour financer le développement du lionisme en Afrique. Discussion d'un accord de siège entre les Lions d'Afrique et la République du Bénin afin notamment de bénéficier de l'exonération des taxes locales. Rechercher un statut et négocier un cadre de coopération auprès de l'Union africaine et du NEPAD. Élaboration d'un projet de bâtiment sur la base du projet initial suggéré par les Lions du Bénin. Le projet devra être modulaire afin de permettre une construction progressive. L'édifice devra être également compatible avec la culture locale. Pour ce faire, il est retenu que l'architecte initial soit associé à la réflexion. Un cahier de charges approprié devra être élaboré à cet effet. Le futur siège des Lions d'Afrique devra être en mesure de proposer des fournitures à meilleur coût aux Lions d'Afrique. Transfert du terrain aux Lions d'Afrique. Les Lions d'Afrique du Bénin ont donc acquis un terrain de 4827 m² le 20 novembre 2000, sur lequel ils envisageaient de construire la Maison des Lions du Bénin. Le transfert de propriété du terrain sera au profit de l'Association des Lions d'Afrique, pour laquelle un projet de statut est en phase de finalisation. Le projet de texte sera soumis aux Lions d'Afrique par les canons habituels lors de notre prochain forum. Ce terrain est actuellement loué à l'entreprise Colas, qui a construit sur le site des bureaux provisoires abritant ses services. À l'expiration de son bail, en juin 2021, l'entreprise Colas laisserait gracieusement ses locaux à l'usage des Lions. Une partie sera occupée par les Lions du Bénin, l'autre pourra abriter provisoirement une équipe administrative pour gérer la région constitutionnelle numéro 8. Sur l'accord du siège, les Lions du Bénin ont obtenu du gouvernement du Bénin un accord de siège afin notamment de bénéficier de l'exonération des taxes locales. Mes chers amis Lions, le bureau du comité ad hoc continue de travailler avec les sous-comités afin de préparer les éléments qui vous seront soumis au prochain forum pour décision. Projet de statut de l'ère constitutionnelle, Association des Lions d'Afrique, projet de siège pour le quartier général des Lions d'Afrique. Tel est le rapport que je me devais de vous faire avec mon ami Ichou Badinga. Je vous remercie.
Fellow Lions, dear Lions leaders, all protocol observed. Africa has been consecrated as the 8th constitutional area of Lions Clubs International on July 9, 2019 during the International Convention in Milan, Italy. Following this, the African Lions held their first forum in Lusaka in September 2019. The Consultative Assembly organized during this forum decided to choose Cotonou, Benin as hosting city for the headquarters of the African Lions. Pursuant to the resolution of September 2019 Consultative Assembly, the African Lions Leadership Committee, composed by past international directors, met in Chennai, India during the Izambe Forum, convened a meeting of representatives of the African Lions District. Thus, 22 representatives of districts of Africa were invited in Cotonou, Republic of Benin, on January 24 and 25 last year. During this extraordinary meeting, it was decided to set up an ad hoc committee with a main mission to propose a strategic plan for the formal establishment and development of the constitutional area. It was expected from this committee to propose an administrative structure for the new constitutional area 8 Africa, as well as supporting legal documents. This committee, decided on that day, was composed as follows. Past International Director Alexis Vincent Gomez, Past International Director Ichou Badinga, Past District Governor Badinga Itou, Léon Chezan Loa, Past District Governor Oyeumi Oyewole, Past District Governor Magdi Azab, Past Council Chairperson Rizwan Quadri, Past District Governor George Long Sheng, Past District Governor Dr. Ahmed Salem, Past Council Chairperson Princess Tichus, Past Council Chairperson Rajender Sambi, Immediate Past District Governor Boko Vichensa, Past District Governor Auguste Olivier Wendo, Lions Past President Evelyn Da Silva Awanto. This ad hoc committee set up a secretariat after discussion, and this secretariat was composed by Chairman PID Alexis Vincent Gomez, Vice Chairman PID Ichou Badinga, Secretary Past District Governor Dr. Badinga Itou, Vice Secretary Léon Chezan Loa, Past District Governor Vincent Chaboku as Treasurer, Legal Officer Past President Evelyn Awanto. In addition to that, during the meeting, 5 specialized subcommittees were set up to propose a roadmap of the mission of the ad hoc committee. The first subcommittee is in charge of administrative structure, composed by PID Ichou Badinga, Past District Governor Badinga Itou, Past President John Kotlaliko. A project building subcommittee composed by Past Council Chairperson Rizwan Kadri, Past District Governor Magdi Azab, Past Council Chairperson Francis Da Silva, Past District Governor Vitaliano Gogo, and Legal Affairs Committee, subcommittee, with the Past International Director Mano Shah, the Past Council Chairperson André Badoe, Past District Governor Olivier Wendo. And then there was a fundraising subcommittee led by the Past International Director Alexis Vincent Gomez, Past District Governor Ahmed Salem, and Past Council Chairperson Sam Ekpok. It was decided during this meeting as well that District 403A4, Benin, hosting the headquarters, will be represented by the governor in office. And exceptionally, past district governor Olivier Wendo will hold this position until the next Africa Forum and Consultative Assembly. So, subsequently, he will be replaced by the district governor of District 403A4 in office. A strategic roadmap has been adopted as well. First point is the installation of one interim office in Cotonou. It was supposed that a facility be rented. 2 or 3 people were nominated to manage and provide support to the president, the secretary, and the treasurer. These people should be sent to Mumbai for familiarization with the team currently managing Africa. Determination as well of the services to be provided to clubs during that period. The second point of the strategic roadmap is the opening of bank accounts. 3 bank accounts were supposed to be opened, one related to administrative functioning of the secretariat, the second one for the fundraising, and the third one for the secretariat. And the project subcommittee has been appointed to be in charge of confirming the rule applicable to the building in Cotonou, Benin, and to carry out as well a soil study in order to confirm the building constructability limits, to carry out a topographical study of the land, and finally to propose a concept project which will be adopted for the building of the headquarters of the Alliance of Africa. The fundraising committee on this side was supposed to organize the collections of the fund in order to finance the operational expenses of the interim office, and as well to fundraise the building construction. The finance subcommittee was supposed to dedicate itself to prepare a budget for the interim office in Cotonou, keeping in mind that we needed to have one administrator, one bilingual secretary, ICT equipment, maintenance and equipment material reparation, to provide internet and telephone as well, and electricity backup of course, and travel conversion to be supported, and staff training as mentioned before as one of the tasks to be performed. Unfortunately, we're not being able to do that because of the COVID-19 pandemic. The legal subcommittee received the following priority task: to work on statutes and bylaws of the Air Constitutional 08, to elaborate the organization of charter of the Secretariat, to obtain a tax exemption for Africa Alliance headquarters, to organize the protection of the logo and name of Africa Alliance with the OIP agency, and for sure to assist the chairman to open the bank account for the Africa Alliance organization. And last but not least, to elaborate and to assist in the revision of the All Africa Agreement. Regarding the administrative structure subcommittee, they have proposed a target organization as well as a roadmap for installing in three stages, which are to be strongly linked to Africa Alliance headquarters construction in Cotonou. There are three steps. The first one for 12 first month, second one 24, and full implementation of what have been decided as a structure after 36 months. It means that we're supposed to have an administrator, to have the finance established, to have the translation established as well. So it means that all what is related to correct functioning of Alliance of Africa should be in place after 36 months. And during this period, the mission and duties of Secretariat should be that first of all prioritize to work on clarification of status of the land offered by the Alliance of Benin and transfer the ownership to the Alliance of Africa. To propose a clear legal status for constitutional area number 8 this structure should be able to raise funds to finance the development of lionism in Africa. To envision a headquarters agreement between Africa Lions and Republic of Benin to particularly benefit from tax exemption. To seek a status and negotiate a framework for cooperation with African Union and Nepal. To develop a building project based on the initial project suggested by the Lions of Benin. So this project should be structured into phases to afford a progressing building also integrated into local culture. To do this, it was decided that the initial architect be involved in the project, and the future headquarters of Africa Lions should be able to provide supplies at a lower cost to African Lions Club. The implementation of this roadmap, as you can imagine, have been strongly impacted by the COVID-19, but we can present some achievements and realization today. The first of all is the process of transfer of land to Africa Lions. The transfer of land, transfer of ownership of the land will be made for the benefit of the African Lion Association, which a draft of bylaw is being finalized. The draft will be then submitted to the African Lions through the usual channels we have to communicate and adopted at the next Africa Forum. The land is currently rented by Colas Company, which has built a temporary office on site to host its own services, but Colas will leave the premises this year and for the use of the Lions. And during the interim period, before building be erected, one part will be occupied by Lions of Benin and the other one temporarily host Africa administration team. The second point second achievement I can say is the headquarters agreement. District 403 A4 Benin has signed on behalf of Lions Club International with the government of Benin a headquarters agreement to benefit from the exemption of local taxes among other advantages. Regarding bylaws of AC08, a draft has been issued and this draft is being reviewed and will be finalized and submitted to district before we have the validation at the next forum of our area, constitutional area. Headquarter project, on this side, 2 projects have been developed by the subcommittee, and we're working now to finalize and to be able to present one final project to the next forum for validation and adoption. Regarding administrative structure, as you may know, as I already mentioned before, the roadmap adopted in January 2020 expected the entire administrative structure of the constitutional area to be established in 3 years. Unfortunately, due to COVID-19, the overall plan is delayed and the timeline will be longer than initially expected or planned. The second point is the fact that we have already budget for the interim office prepared, and the revision of All Africa Agreement will be submitted to the district by our PID HOB level. So, fellow Lions leaders, Lions leaders in all protocol observed, I would say that the Secretariat continues to work in order to make our dream a reality. And we would like to say that the entire Secretariat remains at your disposal for any additional information that you may need. And finally, thank you for your attention, and I wish you a very productive and fruitful summit. Thank you.